Hey, Munao. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, Muna, there's the one and only Jasmine Matez on another episode of Matez on Air podcast on a Tuesday evening. I welcome you wherever you are tuning from, where everything is falling apart. Anyway, this is episode number 2 for the 2nd of November. I welcome everyone who followed the YouTube channel Matters on a podcast, on TikTok as well, and Instagram as well. I see the viewership is growing within a week. Yeah. Before anything else, I have got an intro that I would like to introduce to all the viewers on my YouTube channel and on my TikTok channel as well on Instagram. Facebook is just a preview of what is recorded on YouTube and also on TikTok. Here's the intro of the podcast. Our podcast, our art in the internet and social media. It will be your viewers and listenership. Your viewership shall come. You will be done on the social media as it is on the TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Matters on Air podcast. Give us this podcast weekly and monthly viewership. Our weekly podcast in the industry. And forgive those who trying to become against us and our viewership. The microphone, the camera, the voice, Matters on Air podcast, life continues. Yeah, it's been a nice and hectic week. There's a lot happened. As always, social media and internet brings the latest what's happening within around us. Very interesting thing happened this week. I will say, before I get to details what been happening this week, I'd love to thank our sponsorship, Ice Body. You can follow them on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram as Ice Body. They supply water, purified water. They do branded water. They also supply ice cubes. Anyway, the ice that I'm having from my drink, there's ice supply for Ice Body as well. They also supply ice cubes from 2 kg, 3 kg, 5 kg, and 10 kg. They are based in Pretoria. For more information, you can go to icebody.co.za. You'll find more details. And then on the behind me as well, it's one of my baby. It's Soul Seed Foundation. It's a foundation that I've started back in 2012, where we donate winter clothes for children in Mamelodi SOS Children Village Center. We also do back to school, where in January we donate school shoes for children at the orphanage center. December we do Christmas parties for the kids at the orphanage center. As if, I don't know, we have the heart of giving, not say we left them, those kids there at the orphanage center, even if they don't have parents. We are there, their parents as well, from a distance, showing that love, showing that caring. It means a lot to them. Yeah. Very interesting thing happened this week. We saw Sonia Mbele, known as Ntombi from Generation. She dropped a statement regarding his son, Donald Sidibe, where it was reported that he was abusing the girlfriend or the partner. So the mother, as a parent, come out in support of the girlfriend in terms of gender, in response to GBV, saying that he didn't raise his son to be like animal or to turn like that. But she has a full support for the girl, which cannot mention her name. She has a full support for the girl. The guy will go into rehabilitation centers and deal with the consequences of the law enforcement, which is very rare to find a parent like that support the victim and be against their son, because most incidents like what we saw with the Mam Kize was behind her son, saying, no, my son didn't do this, my son did this. But there we see the real parents come out, not using social media or fame or money or businesses, but they were just being open and honest about the incident that happened there. Yeah, what I can say to Mom no Sonia, I need to say Ntombi because I know her from Generation Wisdom. I can clap hands for her. Yeah, that's the best. This is what the mothers do to support what's happening around us. Oh, last week Friday, it was a Black Friday. I'm one person that I don't shop because something is cheap, or I shop it because it's on special also. I saw the shops here in Pretoria, they were open at about 6 a.m. and people are already queuing to buy stuff, which is something that for me personally, I don't know. You can share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Black Friday? It is necessary to queue where there's a platform where you can buy online from those shops, or you can go to websites like Amazon, Takealot, Alibaba, buy anything that you want any time of the day and then be delivered direct to you. I don't know whether is it the way things are done, or you think queuing in the shop is still necessary to get equipment that be done. Yeah. Highlights for the Black Friday, I could say most people were complaining that the price of a difference like 100 rand or 10 rand, they're not that quite cheap or quite discounted that the way most people they raise on. And then the other thing that I've learned, yesterday I was watching Brazil game where they won 2-0 against Serbia. They complained there's load shedding in South Africa. I saw load shedding in Qatar. Load shedding in Qatar where there was lights went off while the game was on, which is very interesting that people are always on pushing on South Africa load shedding, South African government. But it happened in Qatar as well during the soccer game. It means this load shedding is not just here in South Africa. It can happen anywhere else around the world. And then I come across this stats. Who do you think it can be the biggest township in South Africa? I just look at the stats that was survey that was done in 2021, 2022, which was come out from Stats SA when they counted the biggest township. It's very interesting. Those townships, I think they were big. They are the smallest. The township that started from Epai, which is in PE, is the smallest, is sitting on number top 10, which is number 10, with a population of 237,799 population in Epai, which is on number 10. And then followed by Mitchell's Plain. Mitchell's Plain is in the Western Cape at Cape Town, sitting of 310,485. And then this one I didn't thought it was going to be on top 10. I thought maybe it's going to be on top 5. Mamelodi, Mums, sitting on a population of 334,577. If you thought Mamelodi is big, but Mamelodi compared to Epai, the population or everyone from Epai, they shift to Mamelodi. And sitting on number 7 is yes, is Khayelitsha. It's 391,749 population. And then the following one, it's Soshanguve, sitting on 403,162 population, you know. Soshanguve, maybe because I confused where we can differentiate Soshanguve and Mabopane, where is where. But I just see at Soshanguve, yeah. And then the following one, Umlazi, is 404,811. Yeah, Umlazi is huge, big as well. I didn't thought the population can be that big as much. And this one is one of my township that I grew up at. It's K1 Katlego. We're sitting 407,292 population. And this one surprised me, who took the second spot, which is Tembisa. I thought Soshanguve and Mamelodi, they were bigger, but Tembisa sitting on number 2 at top of the range by 463 and 109. The biggest one, the number 1 township, the biggest township in population, everyone around the world, everyone around the country, they want to be on that township, which is Soweto of 1,271,628 population of people there. Yeah, it's very interesting been happening on this week. There are lots happening on this week. The highlight of the World Cup, yeah, good congratulations to the team of Senegal. They made it to the knockout stages. The Qatar, the host, I don't know whether I was able to celebrate or cry or what. They didn't even win one game from their what do you call it, their World Cup games. Yeah, there's also highlight from the World Cup. Some of my favorite games, some of my favorite goals, some of my favorite players. They did it very well, which is very interesting. And then shout out to everyone who came to my YouTube channel, subscribe and do viewership. I really appreciate you. You can just keep on growing.